in place, and again I'm just holding them in place with a piece of double stick tape in the middle. And here we go, we're going to sew the second piece. You ready? Okay, let's angle it down, there you go. Locking stitch first. Here now so that it's, see, is there a little bit of an overlap that I might want to trim before I get around to that, so I shall do this one side and then I will trim it before I get down there to lock the other end. This is what I use my sewing machine for. Okay, so we're going to trim this one because I'm not quite sure. Okay, let's see. Once I get it sewn into place, is that going to want to buckle? It's just like a wee teensy weensy, not even. Alright, I shall trim you up just a wee tiny smidgen. Okay, there we go. I mean, look at that, just a smidge. Okay, but that smidge can make a big difference. Alright. And over here on this side, I will trim that up later. Okay, so we're going to just keep going here. Straight across onto the other side. And it might be better that I actually did it this way. So instead of coming across the seam, the middle fold, I stopped and then came across that middle fold, so I think that might be better. And if you want to make one of these yourself, just get a file folder, cut it to the size that you want your journal to be in the end, and embellish it, and sew it on just like this, and then you won't have to worry about all that glue and mess. Glue is good for small projects, but when you want something like this and you want it to be secure, you really want it to look professional, sewing is the best. And one of the reasons why I decided to show you is so that you can see exactly what goes into making this, because I don't think people really appreciate what is involved when an artisan is making handmade things and the time that it takes to do all of this, you know. Again, double locking it at the end. Don't forget that step. And we won't worry about those little tails right now. We'll trim those off later. Might just add to the shabbiness of it, but I'm just not going to worry about it right at the moment. Okay, so let's see here. If I go down this way and come back up the other way, let's see how that works. Again, start off with the double locking. And this paper is like a grid paper, so it's easy to sew. Just follow the little line. And here we are on the last stretch. Give me a hard time right there for some reason. It's the only thing that can happen that I've noticed. This is not an industrial machine, and it can start to give you a hard time once in a while. And I don't know what's got it caught over here. Is it on the last little bit? Something. Alright, I shall rethread this. Worry about that later. Okay. So now, here is the other side. Okay, all stitched, as you can see, all the way across. Okay, so now we have the beautiful second piece. So this will be our first piece. I will embellish the insides. And once I decide what papers will go on the insides, we shall come back and we shall stitch them together again. Video 3.